What's up, guys? Now, before I start, I'm just gonna say I don't like giving bad reviews to movies. Obviously, because I want to tell people that I had a good time and I had a good experience. And secondly, I apologize for the thumbnail because I got a big fucking smile, and that implies that I had a good time watching this movie. Spoiler alert, this movie is a steaming pile of cat shit. So the basic premise is that there's 3 different short stories going on and they're all intertwined. And when I say intertwined, I mean they barely have anything to do with each other. Each segment has like a 30-second tie-in to another one. They just happen to take place in the same town. Made no difference to the movie. Like, the stories were so loosely stitched that it's like, dude, why don't you just make 3 different movies? Seriously. Probably would have made more money that way, too. Or maybe not, because come to think of it, each fucking section was incredibly fucking slow, and I almost fell asleep, like, I don't even know how many times. There's literally 20 minutes of this movie of feeding horses. And there's a lot of shots of people driving, and I'm like, dude, this doesn't need to be in the fucking movie. Like, you could shave, like, at least a half an hour off of this and make my suffering a little bit less severe. And the acting's not anything special. Like, it's not bad. Like, there's a lot of, like, nuanced performances that are actually kind of, like, muted and kind of cool, but there's no contrast in the movie. It's just all fucking Boresville, USA. Like, the whole film is just like it's flatlined, like it's dead. And that's how this movie felt. It felt like there was no life in it whatsoever outside of the fantastic Montana scenery. Literally, the only thing that was really good about the movie was the cinematography, which the average moviegoer has no fucking clue what that word even means. But of course, I know what it means because I'm a fucking nerd. And I've actually been to Montana, and the view is quite nice, I have to say. But the story that they happen to build around it is just like a giant bowl of monkey piss, and you probably would rather drink that than watch this movie again. And I kind of thought the movie would be good, because lately I've been on kind of a Kristen Stewart kick. Like, she's proven me that she's not just that dumb teeny girl from Twilight. Like, she's actually a good actress, so I'm like, oh, this will be good. And Laura Dern's in it, and she's gonna be in the next Star Wars movie, so I'm just like, great. And there's a couple other actors that you recognize their faces, but you don't know their names. And they're all good actors and stuff, but it's like, nothing happened. Like, this whole movie was about nothing happening. And it was so incredibly slow that you just don't care about any of the characters. And you're not with any of the characters long enough to get to know them to actually give a shit about them. This is a mild spoiler, but it doesn't matter. I shit you not, this movie made a hostage crisis boring. How that's even possible? I don't have a fucking clue. And to add on to the waterboarding of boredom, there's no music. At all. This movie was not suspenseful, it was not exciting, you did not care about any of the characters, and you were not really all that surprised at any point. There was one scene towards the end where you're like, oh shit, something tragic could happen, and it kind of does, but not really. I have no other way to describe that. So years from now, when you're on Netflix and you just happen to mosey over this steamy little piss bucket of a film, just metaphorically dump it out the window and pay no attention. All that being said, this movie gets a 1.7 out of 10. Again, I don't like giving movies bad reviews, but I have to because I gotta shoot it straight and to save you time, money, and potentially your sanity. But anyway, I wasted enough time watching this film, so I'm gonna stop talking about it as well. If you saw the movie and you have some thoughts on it, drop me a comment, let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this video, drop me a like, subscribe, do all that other shit, and I'll catch you guys later.